Hi, I hope you're doing well. If you ever installed Arch Linux, you probably know the command genfstab. It's a command that automatically generates the file /etc/fstab, which is responsible on mounting the different partitions on a Linux system. However, on the other side, if you ever install a gentoo, you probably saw that the creation of such file, you do it yourself and you may get confused about it. So in this video I'm going to show you that fstab or genfstab command exists in the official gentoo repositories, and the creation of the fstab command can be done automatically without the need to install any third-party repository, as long as you don't need any requirements. Just install the application and run it. It's an application, it's kind of a script. You can run it. You can run it at any time during the installation. Probably I wasn't aware of doing it like that, or after the installation if you want to repair or correct any mistake that has been done because or due to your unawareness, you weren't aware enough of how to make your fstab file. You can install genfstab and run it at that time, or during the installation. It's still fine and possible. The way to install it is quite simple. You don't need to install any, or you don't need to add any extra third-party repository. I mean here an overlay. We just run the command merge genfstab. I added or put the two flags or the two options AV just to give the confirmation and see a verbose output for you. You don't need to run all of that. So here we press Y. Me myself, I press Y. You, if you did not type -AV in the command, you don't need to press Y. It will automatically install. We don't need to wait for too long since it's not a very big package. And then we can use it once it's installed. It's already installed. Let me clear the screen for you. Before that, let's check our fstab, how it is exactly. Alright, let's check also lsblk. Remember, we recently made home partition, separate one. It's still not mounted yet, so let's try to mount it now. It's in case we can, sometimes we cannot mount it for some reasons, like if it's use it. Alright, let's check our lsblk again, and then this is my /etc/fstab that I created in the installation, the last installation. Alright, we can keep the wiki of Arch Linux. It shows how to use genfstab. I'm not gonna do the exact same step as the installation since we are done with the installation, but for you, if you want to do it, I will show you how to do it. First of all, I will generate my own fstab in a different directory, in a different path, to see how it's working and check my own configuration. If we use /dev/sda, it will complain and say it's not the mount point. Let's put it in fstab test. It will be in my home directory for the user that I created, which is user. It says here /dev/sda is not a mount point. If you are checking like me, you simply change it to slash, because that's the mount point for all the partitions on our Gentoo machine. Alright, so let's check the fstab file that I created right now. Alright, so this is the fstab for the system that's running now, and this is the one that's run the command that gives us the fstab that we created by hand or manually. Alright, so boot, there are some extra configurations that we can add. /dev/sda2, it's for our swap, it's at the end right here, nothing so different. You can see how it is. Alright, so if we wanna generate an fstab file during the installation, here it says /mnt, but since on Gentoo we have an extra directory which is Gentoo after /mnt becomes /mnt/Gentoo, this way. Here I get this error since we are not mounting our file system there. For you, if you are running this command in the installation, during the installation, it should work for you. And of course you cannot run it that way. You should run it you should send the output to Gentoo /mnt/Gentoo/fstab, like that, since it's mounted there and we want to have our fstab file there. Anyway, I hope you got what I mean. I hope it's clear. Thank you for watching. Cheers.